Hello. How's everybody doing today? Oh, I mean, it's a great Sunday. It's a Chargers winning day. I'm doing just fine. Chargers win, took out the Cowboys. The Broncos are losing right now. I got very little complaints in this world at the moment. We'll see how long that lasts. But for the immediate moment, everything is great. Yeah, your defense is that is pretty bad. We have like really not done a good job of you know our offense just running over people. But yeah, I've been trying to do it around this time on Sundays lately. I've been trying. I don't know, if we're gonna go this, some absorbent amount of time, but um, but yeah, a little bit, hang out. Serial says, "Can I debate?" I don't know. Can you? I think that's a question that maybe you need to answer. Maybe some of us need to answer. I don't know. You can. Well, I'm proud of you then. Okay. So a 5 hour stream, dude, if I get consistently good guests for 5 hours, I'll run this thing for 5 hours. That's not even a joke. you give me the opportunity to do a full 5 hour live, I'm in. On the first day of Polymiss, Polly gave to us a good debate and two emotional support pickles. I like that. I like that. I like that. That sounds like fun. Oh, I'm already getting phone calls and everything too. At least some from somebody. Is everything okay with Ari? Yeah, Ari's doing just fine. Ari's been guest starring on a show lately, on someone else's show. And yeah, so she's been hanging out. She's been doing her thing. I'm sure she'll be on normal yeah, she was, CJ. So I'm sure she'll be on on her own platform. Probably tomorrow, I'm assuming. Would be my guess. Court, that was actually me. So I just saw your message. I just saw your message, Corey. That was 100% me. Yeah. Yeah, I took the Titans, right? Pretty sure I took the Titans. I didn't even look back. Yeah. I remember specifically looking at the list going, like, fuck it, what do I got to lose? You know? So, might as well take some wild swings, huh? You know?
Insane!
We're talking about this. Thank you, Denzel. I was wondering. I was wondering. All right. Yeah. Now all we need is some good guests today, some good conversation, and a Broncos loss. And I think this day will be going perfectly. Oh, that's good, Denzel. I was very concerned for you. I was very concerned for you. My mental health's good today. I'm chilling today. I'm chilling. I'm chilling. I'm having a real decent day. A real decent day. Yeah, I know the Broncos are tied. I'm gonna be keeping track of that game. I'm definitely gonna have my eye on that. Can the Chargers? Yes. Can the Chargers win the division? Yes. Actually, if the Jaguars somehow pull out a win here, the Chargers are only one game behind the Broncos. If they can win, right now we're a game and a half back with the win today. But if they can pull the win today, it's only a half game back, and we still play them. So yeah. Yeah, we'll play them week 17. So I'm hoping that's what it's going to be. I'm hoping it's going to be a, you know. I'm hoping it's going to come down to that. I'm hoping. We'll see. We shall see. We shall see. Anyhow. Delaney, thank you so much for the $10 super chat. I really appreciate that. I said, hey, Polly, I've been a fan and a viewer for a while. I love what you're doing, and I hope that you keep up the good work. And you and Ari are doing well. Also, go your sports team. This is Patrick. This is Patrick. He does sports. Thank you so much, Delaney. I really appreciate that. Thank you so much. I really appreciate that. All right. Sorry, just gotta look up one thing and then we can get this thing going. No time like the present. I'm very confused. Sorry. I don't understand. Why is that transaction date showing? I don't understand. Anyways, we're going to keep this thing going, or keep this thing. Okay, keep this thing going. We haven't even started yet. We can't keep this thing going. We haven't even started yet. Oh, I had a guest here. I was about to pull the guest up, but they left. That's okay. That's okay. I'm assuming they probably you know, got scared already. I don't know what to tell you. They got a little nerve wracked or something. I don't know what to tell you. Hello. Hello.
Hello?
Hi.
Is the dude from YouTube?
Yeah, it is that dude from YouTube.
Oh, shit.
Yeah.
So, or like I tell you why I support Trump?
Well, first of all, how old are you?
31.
You're 31. Okay, so and since you're not like 85 years old, can you please mute your television in the background before talking to me?
Oh, yeah.
All right, awesome. We'll start there, and then yes,
All right.
please proceed.
Well, I guess I just don't know who else I would support at this moment. This year is the first year I voted, and I was kind of a little bit terrified, so I'm not like a Trump lover or anything, but I suppose I gotta support Trump because I don't know who else to support, on either side of the aisle.
I mean, you could support literally anyone else.
Yeah, but I don't know. Yeah, I would support a third party candidate, but it seems like that will never happen with us, so it kind of like leaves us with no choice.
Well, I mean, sir, you literally had infinite choices. Okay, like you had third-party candidates, you had other Republican candidates in the primaries, you had write-in candidates, you had Democratic candidates, and like the crazy thing about it is like none of those candidates were felons. Like none of them were like adjudicated of sexual assault. Like none of those, but you chose the one that is both of those things plus a whole bunch of other things. So I just don't understand. Like you're making it sound like there was no other choices. Like it was either the felon or or Hitler. Like it wasn't.
Well, it was like Hammer Kamala since RFK joined Trump's side and the other party wouldn't accept him. That kind of like forced the vote. But I don't know if he's totally considered a felon. The sex offender thing, maybe, but it wasn't like tax charges or something.
It was fraud.
They were like, wasn't it already past like the statute of limitations?
Nope.
And it was like fraudulent checks. It wasn't,
They were not past the statute of limitations in the slightest.
Yeah.
Yep. Nope. He's not kind of. But just let's be clear. He's not like kind of a felon. He is 100% a 34-time convicted felon.
Yeah, but those are all like checks, written checks. It's not like he like committed 34 crimes. But I mean, yeah. I mean,
hold on. What do you mean by that?
I mean, I thought it was all like checks, like bad checks, or like I forgot, not bad checks, but I forgot exactly like what it was, but something to do with like not the crazy. I forgot exactly what, but which is good.
Sir. What the felonies are, I think, is less important than the fact that you were voting for somebody with felonies when you had literally every other choice in the world. I think that's my question.
No.
Like, I'm not saying that like committing business fraud, which is what he did, right, he committed business
Right.
fraud or finance fraud, right? And in furtherance of trying to deceive the American people through campaign finance crimes, right? I'm not saying that that's the same as murder. I'm not saying that. Okay,
Right.
I'm saying that it was that or someone who had committed zero felonies, right? You had somebody who's
Yeah.
adjudicated of sexual assault or somebody who hasn't at all. You had someone who, was sued and lost for defrauding children's cancer charities, right? And you chose that person
Mhm.
over somebody who wasn't that at all. Like that's my
Yeah.
concern. Like again, I'm not saying that the felonies are horrible. I'm saying the sexual assault thing is just about as bad as you can get, right?
Yeah.
I
But
can't think of
yeah,
any crime that's really worse than that.
but I mean, there wasn't that many choices by the end of the primaries. I mean, it was RFK, Trump, or Kamala. So RFK joined Trump's team. That's who I was going to vote for, so that kind of like made sense. And obviously, a lot of the stuff Trump said prior to made, not that he's doing a lot of the stuff, but the stuff he was saying was way better than the stuff the left was saying or doing,
And what
you
was he
know.
saying that was better than what the left was saying?
Well, you got to do the immigration, cracking
And
down on mass immigration into our country is a
yeah,
big
the left
one.
also said that. That's not something that he said that was special to him.
Yeah, but the left never was able to do anything about
They actually
that,
were
nor did
actually by the
they.
time
Right.
Biden Biden left office, the border crossings number were under what it was in Trump's first term.
Yeah, but I think Trump. I'm not exactly sure, but it seems like he put a halt to the. I mean, we've seen the mass migration happening, and all of our funding from FEMA going to immigrants. And the thing is not immigration. The thing is mass immigration. That was the issue that was happening in our country, and it could have been stopped, as we've seen, like it happened with Trump. It was possible to make stopping, and the previous administration didn't do anything about it, and they kind of actually supported it, up until people started fighting back.
So let's be clear. I'm not saying that Biden was good on immigration. He wasn't. Okay. He was not good on immigration at
Right.
all. Okay. But what Biden was doing and what Kamala Harris were running on are two completely different things, first of all. Okay. Because Kamala Harris ran on a very comprehensive immigration policy that would have done a lot more actually than Donald Trump is doing right now. Okay. Second of all, including changing our laws, adding more funding, doing all sorts of stuff. That's what Kamala Harris was running on. So when you want to talk about that, Donald Trump said he was going to do things like like or similar to the Mexican Repatriation Act, which saw over 1 million U.S. citizens deported. He said, he was going to enact the 1798 Aliens Enemies Act, which is what allowed the United States to put like Japanese people in concentration camps. That's what Donald Trump ran on. Kamala Harris ran on adding more border patrol, giving them more money, giving them more technology, giving them more
Yeah.
resources, getting people out by through a like legal process. Like that's what she
Yeah, but
promised.
I don't think
Hold
you
hold
can
on, sir.
argue
Hold on,
that
sir.
with
Hold on,
this
sir.
one.
Hold on, real quick, sir. But let me also be very clear that Donald Trump hasn't stopped migration. Donald Trump has stopped legal migration. He hasn't stopped, illegal migration. He hasn't done that in the slightest.
I mean, I don't see the buses lining up in Mexico, and then you don't see the droves of people coming in from South America up Central America through Mexico here. They're not. That stopped. I mean, there was a whole entire business going on, freaking smuggling people from South America to
Yeah, that business
Texas
still
border or
exists.
whatever it is.
Yeah, that business still
Yeah,
exists.
I'm sure
It's
it still
existed
exists, but it was.
since I was
Yeah,
born.
but you can't argue that. You can't argue. You can't say that that's stopped now. Like for
No,
the
it's
most part, I'm
not.
not gonna say it's halted, but it's not. It's not what
Sir,
it
it's
was.
sir, it's nowhere near that. And of course, you're right, it's not what it was 4 years ago. But that wasn't happening 1 year ago before Trump took office. Like
I mean,
that's the thing.
I
Sir,
think
sir,
it was honestly,
sir,
wasn't it?
sir, hold let's just stand by here for a second, okay? All right. You're telling me, okay, that we had migration problems under the Biden administration. I don't
Hmm.
disagree with you. Okay,
Right.
we had lots of migration issues. We had a complete mindset under the Biden administration that was a lot more welcoming. We had certain situations where the border patrol was completely
Oh,
overran. There was decisions to release.
real quick though. Real quick.
Hold on, sir. Real quick,
Sure.
what? Real quick, what? I
I
was
was just gonna say real quick because the reason that issue, it didn't just arose. It arose because Biden and them were really lenient on immigration, and that's what caused the flood of people to
That's
come
not
in.
why
And
it
it wasn't
rose at
because
all,
he,
sir.
I
That
mean,
that that was a symptom of the problem. The problem was the destabilization of the Northern Triangle, specifically having to do with COVID, okay, and how that affected people financially and caused a migration, this way, and the ending of Title 42, which was a congressional mandate. Those are the two things that caused the migration to begin and for it to be so bad. Now, the way Biden handled it did not help the
wait,
situation.
the COVID was. I'm sorry, I kind of missed that part.
Sir, do you not understand how having like probably the largest like economic disaster in the United States in 20 years could possibly affect, and especially not a United States problem, worldwide would possibly affect migration?
Yes, I would understand how it affects migration, but the thing is, it doesn't explain for the buses coming along. It doesn't explain, and you had these cities that are asking for people to come migrate and stuff like that. I mean, they
Sir, sir,
literally were
sir, sir.
talking
All right,
about
you
allowing
cut
like
me
so
off.
many
You cut me.
thousand
Sorry,
people a year.
you cut me off like to say like all this stuff, and I don't know what you're talking about. You just said that you just saw buses, sir, and I'm sorry. Like your whole like seeing buses thing is not a good argument, okay? And I'm just being completely honest with you, okay? Saying you've seen buses, unless you are on those buses and can see that all of those people were A, undocumented migrants, B, were let into the United States, okay? Then just seeing buses full of people. I see buses full of people all the time. Okay? You're just seeing buses and somebody is telling you that it's a bunch of undocumented migrants like coming through the border when it's not. We had a record number of deportations at the southern border under the Biden administration. We had a record number of people that were showing up at the southern border and being deported immediately under the Biden administration.
I have to look that up. To be
You
honest
should.
with you.
You should look that up. Okay. Because, like I said, sir, and this is why it's important to start with facts and then go from there. And this is why I was completely trying to level set with you and tell you that the Biden administration was not good on migration. I'm not saying they were. Okay. They 100% were not. However, okay, just because they weren't good on migration doesn't mean that all the things that you're saying is true. It's not. Okay. Like it's not. And second of all, Biden's policy wasn't Kamala Harris's policy, and Biden wasn't running against Trump. So even when you're talking about that, you're talking about somebody that you're talking about, oh, Biden wasn't good on migration. Okay, well, if that's the case, Biden wasn't
Yeah.
running. And if you want to talk about Democrats as a whole, if you look traditionally back through history, Democrats have always been stronger on immigration. Like the left has always been stronger on immigration historically.
Right, but I mean, Kamala was in charge of the immigration.
She was
I
not.
thought she was the border czar.
She was not.
So she wasn't. Yeah, well, the thing is, I guess let me think of another issue. I suppose. What's another issue we were going on with? Well, Biden was. Well, I guess you can't say Biden, I suppose, but I guess that's who we were voting for. Kamala wasn't elected, so it was hard to vote for that lady.
What do you mean she wasn't elected?
Well, she wasn't like elected to run for president. She was kind of like chosen by the party, right?
Nope. She was elected in an open convention where anybody could have ran against her.
I don't think that's what happened because nobody ran against her.
Yeah, correct. Nobody ran against her. The reason why nobody ran against her is because she only had 100 days, which is not enough time to run a presidency, and it's not enough time to raise enough money. And Kamala Harris was the only one that had the access to Joe Biden's money because she was already on the ticket with him.
You can't say she was elected, dude. She was totally not elected. Nobody voted for her.
Nobody ever votes for a primary candidate.
She was also, even when you can't say that because also when she did try to run for president, she was like one of the last place people.
So was Donald Trump the first time he ran for president.
I mean, sure, but that doesn't mean that's not the same argument because Donald Trump was elected.
Yeah, but the second time he ran, he was elected. The first time he couldn't even get a major party bid. He was the last on the ticket, just like Kamala Harris was. So Donald Trump, the first time he ran, was dead last place. Nobody wanted him to be president. Then he ran again and became president. So why, if Kamala Harris runs one time and nobody wants her, then the second time she's not like allowed to be popular the second time? How come Donald Trump's allowed to be popular the second time and the first time she's not? He's not.
Well, didn't Trump I thought Trump got elected his first term.
Nope. Donald Trump had already run for president before 2016.
Okay.
Yeah, and
mean,
nobody
what
wanted him.
that-
You didn't even hear about it
4
because
years
he was
prior?
so unpopular that you didn't even realize it happened.
Yeah, I never followed politics too much up until, like, honestly, probably Trump's first term-ish, to be
Yeah.
honest with you, because I don't really believe in either side, to be honest with you. But Trump seemed a little more real of a person. He didn't seem like a lifetime politician, so
He'd literally
easier
already
to
been
understand
president.
him. Yeah, but it doesn't mean he's a lifetime politician, and it's not like what he devoted his life to, you know?
Sir,
He's more of a real person.
if you need an electrician in your house, like to fix like the electricity in your house, do you want
Oh, yeah.
somebody who's like not like, a lifetime electrician, somebody that can
Oh, I
come in
do.
with like some new ideas, like maybe, mix it up a little bit, maybe pour some water into your circuit breaker board?
Yeah.
Or do you want someone who actually understands how the government works and actually knows how to maneuver it in order to actually get things done?
Yeah, but it's not like electricians are bought and paid for by lobbyists, and they're not corrupt, and they're not getting rich off of running in politics, So it's
Donald
kind of
Trump
a different
has
ball game.
Donald Trump has literally
It seems
made
like
more
the longer
money.
people are in
Trump-
politics, the worse they become, honestly.
Trump has made more money in office than he ever did out combined. Okay, he has like
Right.
quadrupled his net worth being president.
This second term he has.
His first term he did. His first term he literally was
I mean,
defrauding
I've
American
seen that
taxpayers.
He lost money under his first
He
term.
did not.
That's what I've seen.
You saw his. Okay, where did you see it? Because his tax return said that he didn't at all, and those are public.
Well, I mean, I don't know about his tax returns. I was just going to go off of his net worth or whatever it was.
His net worth went significantly up. What are you talking about?
Yeah, I would say nowadays. I don't know if under his first term.
Under his first term, it did.
But I guess can't waste too much time googling stuff. But
sir, you say you can't
but-
waste too much time googling stuff, but you seem to have
well,
a
I don't
lot
wanna,
of
Google it and,
you, sir.
kind of
You
a
seem to have a whole lot of things that you apparently know about, but then when I call you on the things that you don't know because they're not anywhere near true, it doesn't seem that you really much care that the fact that you're saying isn't true because you can't take time to look it up, and I find that slightly problematic that you're okay to have these opinions that are just dead wrong. They're just factually incorrect, right? You're okay to have those,
so
but then
I'm
when
looking it up
you
right
don't
now.
take the time to look them up, that seems kind of
So
unfair.
here I go. Did Trump's wealth drop in his first term? It says in March 2016, Forbes estimated his net worth $4.5 billion. A year later, after his inauguration, it lowered $1 billion. By the end of his presidential term, it had subtracted yet another $1 billion.
Okay.
That's Wikipedia, but so sounds like might have been right. on that
Yeah,
one.
Wikipedia is no way factual, and again, I'm going off of Donald Trump's actual tax returns where he claims his finances, and he didn't.
So you're saying he made more? I mean, I don't. Does he? Have
Even
to
if, sir, even if
play?
you're saying he made more money today, like, what are you talking about, dude? Like, the dude's a billionaire. What do you say? He's like a normal person. He's literally.
Well,
he
speaks
wasn't.
like a normal. That's what I'm trying to tell you. He speaks like a normal person.
He speaks at a third grade level.
Yeah,
He doesn't speak like a normal person. He speaks like an idiot.
Yeah, I mean, he needs to speak a little different, but he's not. At least he has some of his own opinions. Unlike the other party, they kind of just form opinions based on their party, and you know what I'm saying. It doesn't seem like they have much of their own thoughts on anything.
You know who else
Like-
has their own opinions?
Hmm.
Yeah, your drunk idiot uncle that shows up to Thanksgiving. Okay. He has all sorts of opinions about how 9/11 was an inside job and how aliens tickled his brain one time. Okay. But just because somebody has unique opinions doesn't mean that those opinions are right. And when somebody talks like an idiot, it's normally because they are an idiot.
Yeah, but it's not that. It's the thing. It's like I'd rather have somebody that I don't like, that I know their true character, than have somebody who's pretending to be somebody that I don't know their true opinions on stuff. It's just they're going off of what's popular. Although it seems
Gotcha.
like Trump now has been compromised,
Nope.
I totally
It doesn't.
get that, but
He's just as compromised as he always was. But sir, that is a ridiculous thing to say, like, oh, I would rather have somebody who is literally sexually assaults women, literally defrauds children's cancer charities, literally commits felonies, literally sexualizes 10-year-olds, literally sexualizes his daughter, right? That literally does all these things, who takes bribes out in the open, who simps for dictators. I would rather have this horrible person because I know that he's horrible. I mean, literally by that thing, we might as well have just elected Hitler in, because at least we know he's bad.
Yeah, I mean,
The
I
thing is,
understand,
you
but it's
you can't tell me one singular thing that Kamala Harris did that's even
yes,
in
I
the
can. I can
ballpark.
tell you that she kept people in jail for weed
She
charges
did not.
and let people in jail that could have got out, could have been free, who were innocent.
Also
She did
incorrect.
shit like that.
Both of those things are incorrect.
I mean, it seems like everything I say has to be incorrect, but I mean, I
Well, sir,
know
you
she
say a lot
did
of
keep
incorrect things. You
people.
sound like I'm talking to a Fox News host.
But I just told you about the one Trump losing money his first term, and I Google something and it tells me that it's true, so I don't
Oh,
really
you just Googled something.
know.
Okay, sir. Kamala Harris never put anybody in prison at any point in time, okay, for weed being their primary charge. Now, were people locked up with weed as their secondary charge? Yes, that happened consistently, okay. But in no way was she targeting people that smoked weed or anything like that. And even if she was, was the attorney's general. It's not her job to lock up anybody. The attorney's general doesn't lock up a singular person ever. And also, it's also her job to follow the laws of the state in which she's the attorney general. So therefore, that means the legislature created the laws and she was following it.
Yeah.
But regardless of any of that, the attorney general doesn't lock up anybody. Second of all, okay, your whole thing about her keeping people in prison that could have been let go. There were people in prison, and yes, there was a Supreme Court case that said that you could let people go early, halfway through their actual sentence that they were actually sentenced to, right? And they could be let go halfway early. And other lawyers that were also in her same state argued that they shouldn't be let go. And she never argued it. And actually, the second that she found out about it, she actually corrected the issue immediately. So not only did she not do that, she was the reason they actually got out.
Yeah, but I mean, it's true what I said though. Like,
No, it's not true what you said. What you said was a lie. That was me correcting you.
Why is it okay? So when I look it up, why does this say it?
Then look it
Why
up.
does it say?
Where are you looking?
I did.
Sir.
It says, yes, during her time in San Francisco District Attorney,
Sure, what are you
Kamala
reading?
Harris' office was found by a judge. It's a bunch of news articles that are tied to it.
Okay.
It's an AI overview of 12 news
Sir,
articles.
I don't need the AI overview. Tell me an actual article so I can put it up on the screen.
Well, here you go. Sacramento Bee, the New York Times.
All
Kamala
right.
Harris not
The New York Times. And what's the name of the article?
Kamala Harris was not a progressive prosecutor.
Mm-hmm.
It's not that difficult. I mean,
yeah, it's not. I'm looking at. I could pull up 20 articles that proves you wrong. I'm going straight to yours.
Yeah, but I mean, it's literally just it says it like, you know what I'm saying. It's like the AI overview doesn't have. It's just overviewing things, so it's not like it's trying to lie or has a side, you know.
No, AI does have sides. Actually, AI has been proven. Actually, AI has been proven to be incredibly biased. What are you talking about?
I mean, sure, but it can't be biased towards every single topic. You know,
it's not biased towards every single topic. It's biased towards the one that you're talking about right now.
Yeah, but it literally says by not disclosing information about police crime lab technician who was stealing drugs, it's led to dismissal of over 600 drug cases.
So she dismisses cases now?
No, I don't really know what that
was
means,
she found in court at any point in time to be hiding evidence?
Well, she was not. She had evidence to free people, and she also used.
She had evidence to free people?
Yes.
Oh, okay. And so that would be against the law, so she should be in jail.
Well, obviously no politicians ever go to jail over
that she wasn't a politician at that point. She was a lawyer. So therefore she should have gone to jail.
I mean, she probably should have.
Yeah, so I mean that's the proof. That would be the proof that this happened, right? Would be that she was, convicted of a crime.
Kevin Cooper death row case. After Harris' office opposed requests for advanced DNA testing, so they opposed DNA testing for Kevin Cooper, a man on death row who retained his innocence for quadruple murder. Misconduct 2018. Harris, then a U.S. Senator, changed her stance and called for testing. Ultimately, testing was ordered by Governor Newsom and Jerry Brown. Independent and evidence of his guilty. The evidence of his guilt was extensive and conclusive. So I guess he was guilty. I don't know.
Gotcha. So Kamala Harris, as a senator, completely called for the DNA to be submitted. The DNA was then done, and then that DNA proved that he was guilty. That, you know what? That sounds even with sexualizing a 10-year-old to me. Yeah, sounds horrible. I can't believe she would do that.
Yeah, but she, I don't know. She kind of got destroyed. That's
Yeah,
why. I don't know exact.
Just horrible.
Backstory,
Yeah, can't
was,
believe she did that. That sounds disgusting.
I mean, whatchamacallit? I was gonna see what the New York Times article said, but I can't. I guess what's another topic that's another topic that a reason I voted for Trump was about, you gotta have to say, the no taxes on overtime.
Not a
Social
policy.
Security is a good one. It seems like
not a
he might
policy.
do
Also,
something with not a policy.
Nope.
That's not going to be a policy.
Nope.
It didn't pass.
Nope.
When's it supposed to pass?
It won't.
I thought it passed the House.
It did not.
No.
Nope.
Well, he's trying to do that, at least.
Nope.
Right?
He actually friggin' gave a certain type of amount of tax money that could be deducted at the end of the year if you itemize, if you make enough money, and it's very much capped at the end of the year for overtime. The Social Security thing's not even a thing at all. He just said he was doing that, and that wasn't even a thing.
Well, he is doing things like, whatchamacallit, though. He's allowing people like RFK to kind of do their thing, which I appreciate. RFK kind of standing up to big pharma and stuff like that.
Like allowing for measles allow measles cases to literally multiply at an astounding rate, at the fastest rate that we've seen since we had the disease essentially eradicated in the United States. But due to literally RFK's direct policies and him being in charge of parts of our government, we are seeing literal children die. Sounds amazing.
Measles aren't that lethal to say you're seeing children die.
Children are literally dying of measles right fucking now because of RFK.
It's not because of RFK. People have their own choice to take the measles vaccine if they want. Also, it's not like you're acting like as if measles. Then what's
the point of it?
Not that people used to send their kids to other people's houses to get measles.
That was chicken pox, idiot. What the fuck? That was chicken pox.
That's what they did for measles also.
That was chicken pox, dude.
I mean, I heard the measles is the same thing.
Measles and chicken pox are not the same thing. Just because they both leave little marks on your skin does not mean they're the same thing.
Yeah, but you act as if we need all these vaccine shots, and that's what's protecting people or stuff like that.
The ones for measles are, yes.
I suppose so, but that's not like, he's not like standing up and telling you not to take the measles vaccines.
He literally said that. He literally said that out of his own mouth. Like so many times that he has said that exact word, like those exact words out of his mouth directly.
Well, I mean, I probably don't necessarily disagree with him, to be honest with you, because you have to see what the heck, you're acting as if there's no side effects in these vaccines at all.
Of course there's side effects to vaccines. Perfect. There's no question that there's side effects to vaccines.
Right.
There's side effects to every, sir, I wasn't finished. Thank you. There's side effects to everything. Okay, there's side effects to Tylenol, there's side effects to Advil, there's side effects to Zyrtec, there's side effects to everything. Okay, this is why we have things like the scientific method, Okay. And then we have doctors and scientists who study these things over decades and decades and decades. That way we know whether those vaccines are much more likely to help people than they are to hurt people. Okay. But RFK is none of those things. He's not a scientist. He's not a doctor. He doesn't know really much of anything. Okay. So why am I ignoring all of science, all the doctors, and listening to RFK instead?
You know why? I'll tell you right now exactly why. Because all those doctors and all those scientists are most likely paid off for. Also, they have not done anything in any of the years to do anything to make Americans or America
They
healthier.
eradicated
Also, they
measles.
sold us out.
They
They
eradicated,
eradicated measles, but you're not
they
you're acting as if
eradicated polio. They've
right, but
eradicated,
you're saying
they've
follow the
lit,
science.
sir, the life expectancy in the United States and all across the world has just gradually grown longer and longer and longer. We're literally curing diseases that we never
We
even
are
had a
going
clue
down
that we
though.
would thought would do. But even more important than that, sir, all these scientists and doctors that you're saying are paid off, let me be very clear, sir. They come from every country on the planet. Every single one recognizes the importance of this science. And guess what? That's even in countries that have universal health care. That's even in countries that would have no ability for these doctors and scientists to be being paid off anyway. And all of them, okay, also show the benefits of these things. But you expect me to not believe decades and decades and decades and decades of science and doctors, and instead of that, I should believe
Right.
some dude with a brain worm.
Yes, because those scientists made the food pyramid. Those scientists you're talking about told us that smoking cigarettes wasn't causing cancer. Those doctors you're talking about
And then they
told us
did.
that the opioids, we should be able to take opioids because they're not addictive. Those are the same scientists.
Actually, no, that's actually not true.
Those scientists
Actually,
released
that
the
last
COVID
part isn't true at
vaccine.
all.
Sure, but they released the COVID vaccine saying that, oh, this won't spread the vaccine. It'll heal
It
you.
didn't.
Blah 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 blah. These are the scientists you
Actually,
want
they never said that.
to believe in.
They never
What
said
do
it
you
would heal
mean?
you.
Yeah, they did. They did say that it would stop the spread. They did say that it would.
Yeah, if we had had enough people, that got it, we would have.
Opposite. If you took the vaccine, you would have more likely of a chance to get COVID.
That's not true at all.
Opposite.
That's
Yes,
not
it
true at all,
was.
sir.
True.
Sir, be quiet. Okay. First, this is fucking ridiculous. No one ever said that. That they said was, hey, if you take the vaccine, when you end up getting COVID, you're probably not going to get hospitalized and die, right? Which is even more important for people that are elderly and people that are sick and all sorts of other things like that. They also said if enough people got the vaccine, then we would experience something called herd immunity, and then we would like less people would get it completely. But the problem is that not enough people got the vaccine in order for us to end up in herd immunity. And also at that same time, if you actually look at the death rates from people that got the vaccine from COVID and the people that didn't, it's not even in the ballpark, sir. People that got the vaccine were much more likely to survive having COVID, especially if you had any type of pre-existing conditions. So none of that shit that you just said is fucking true, okay? You are believing, sir, I'm talking, okay? Sir, you got conned by a president, okay? You got conned by a guy with a brain worm, okay? And the fact that we have just somehow in the United States, all right, that we have people like you that have just stopped believing anybody with any type of credibility or experience and start just believing whatever hacks have a fucking YouTube account is sad. Okay?
Well, sorry, I have to question people that are working for Big Pharma. You brought up that life expectancy, but it's going down, dude.
Sir. I don't care if you question things. That doesn't bother me. Questioning things is good. Okay. Questioning things teaches us things. Okay. But when we question things and instead of actually looking at the research to show that literally everything RFK says is a crock of fucking shit, and literally we have decades upon decades upon decades of fucking studies that show that it's a fucking crock of shit, and you believe it just blindly without even trying to like have any type of thought process on it. This idiot says that freaking Tylenol causes autism. Okay.
I mean,
he's a literal idiot. He is literally your fucking drunk uncle at Thanksgiving, and you're believing him.
Didn't Tylenol say that themselves in a study way
Nope.
back in the day?
No, they did
Say
not.
something like that.
No, they did
Wasn't
not.
it like on the bottle? What was that
Nope.
picture that I seen that Tylenol said exactly that themselves?
No idea what picture you're
During
talking about. I'm
pregnancy.
assuming you saw it on Twitter or something.
Yeah, but Tylenol.
Yeah,
literally
exactly.
said you shouldn't be taking it during pregnancy.
Yeah, okay, sir. You telling me that Tylenol on the bottle said should not take, will cause autism? I would love to see that bottle.
Well, let me see if she just comes right up then.
Yeah, go ahead, dude. Jesus fucking Christ.
There it is. There's the tweet. We actually don't recommend
tweet?
using any of our products while pregnant. Thank you for taking the time to voice your concerns.
Because it causes autism.
Yeah, I mean, I forgot.
Yeah, no, all right, cool. Then
yeah,
send me that super educated tweet, okay, that says Tylenol causes autism on. I would love to see it.
Well, obviously he said it's a combination of things that could do with vaccine and Tylenol, and that's a good.
Oh, gotcha. Nope, he said Tylenol causes autism. That's all he said. Yeah.
Well, I mean, it was explained. There was reasons why, and I don't remember exactly what I've heard a doctor say, but there is a reason why.
Sir, I don't believe you've ever heard a doctor say anything.
Well, I have heard him say. I forgot exactly what it was, but there is a link to it.
Sir,
there's a potential link. There was a study done on it.
Sir, you do realize that autism was discovered like 40 years before Tylenol, right?
Sure, but you do realize there's an increase in autism.
There's an increase in autism diagnoses.
Sure, but that could also mean there's an increase in autism. There's
plenty of
doctors and people that say there's an increase. There's plenty of people who say there is, though.
Sir, there's plenty of people say, there's plenty of people like that say that aliens are coming down to send us up to their home planet on other things. There's tons of people who think science. There's a whole bunch of people that say Scientology is real. Okay, there's a whole bunch of people that say all sorts of shit. Okay, do you really just believe it because somebody says it?
I mean, yeah.
Because if that's the case, I have some oceanfront, sir. I got some oceanfront property, sir. I got some oceanfront property in Arizona to sell you, and since I said it, okay, you should just believe it.
Dude, there's articles and there's studies and there's papers done on it. You're acting as if I'm just going off of fringe things. There's plenty of people that say both things. They say what you say.
No, there's not. So there is 99.9999999% of people that say what I say. And you found a study someplace, somewhere that's a 0.0000001% of what's going on. And you're trying to act like those are, and you're trying to act like those are even, and they're not. Okay, just because you can find someone that says something or finds a study that says something does not mean that study is accurate. Does not mean that study was used any type of correct methods. It doesn't show that study used a large enough sample size. It doesn't mean that study wasn't biased. It wasn't studied by any of those things.
Why aren't older people getting diagnosed with autism? All these people that there's higher diagnoses. Why isn't there a bunch of old people getting diagnosed with autism that didn't get diagnosed before?
Because generally old people wouldn't seek a diagnosis like that. Old people actually have a. I
mean, they go to the doctors, right? So if they go to the doctor would be like, "Hey, maybe you're autistic."
Do you think that? Do you think that's how? Do you think that's how an autism diagnosis goes? Like you just go in for a cold and the doctor's like, autism.
If you're saying it's diagnoses that are increasing and you're 100%.
Have you even known somebody with freaking autism? By the way, I would like to be very clear that adult autism diagnoses are going up significantly, by the way.
Sure, but I mean,
not sure. The thing that you're saying, sir, the thing that you're saying isn't happening is literally happening.
Dude, for you to say that it's just an increase in diagnosis is a little bit like wild because you're acting like you know that for sure when there's people on both sides saying both options. You're acting as if 99% people agree with you, but that's not true. Dude.
It is true.
I could look up plenty of studies that there's increases.
All right, let's look at
in autism rates, dude.
Yeah, autism rate is just diagnosis, sir.
It's
Well,
insane.
you'd have to look. Well, I mean,
Autism
so
rate
time out.
is diagnosis. That's not saying anything different from what I'm saying.
Yeah, but so if autism rates are the current, what we're saying is 1 in 31 kids, right? Let's say
We're not even
that's
talking
what
about we're not
autism
even talking
rates
about
are
kids anymore.
now.
We're talking about adults. Please explain to
Sure.
me how the
1 in
diagnosis
31
of sir.
people.
Please explain to me how the diagnosis of people over 30 being diagnosed with autism is drastically multiplying, drastically increasing if it's actually happening at birth. That's okay. I'll answer the question for you. It's because all right, more people are seeking mental health and other type of appointments and medical care, which would actually lead to that type of diagnosis. Two, people are actually understanding what it is because again, autism as a whole, right, is developing over time. There are certain qualifications and different things that autism is now that it wasn't before, right? Or we understand things within autism to where we go, oh, this actually falls within the within autism spectrum disorder, right? And so the disorder has expanded, so therefore more people qualify into that. Okay. Third of all, people are actually understanding their own symptoms and understanding what is actually going on, and therefore seeking the diagnosis for these things. You know what? None of those fucking things are, sir. Tylenol. Okay, they're not fucking Tylenol, okay? Because what something like Tylenol is putting a stupid person's mind, okay, into a complex issue. This is what people like Donald Trump do, okay? This is what people like RFK do. Okay, they give you, sir, they try to give you very, very simplistic, stupid answers, okay, to very complex issues. That is what Donald Trump did with immigration. That is what Donald Trump has done with all sorts of things. And that's what RFK does. It is difficult, okay? It is incredibly, sir, I'm talking. It is difficult to understand, okay, the entire spectrum that autism lives within, and to actually be smart enough and have the, they have the degrees and all sort of stuff to be able to diagnose it and understand all these, and then, to be able to use a scientific method and to be able to have research data over multiple different research agencies. I mean, like literally hundreds. Okay. And then actually be able to look at that data and fucking be able to correlate it and realize, oh, okay, based off of all these different data sources, we can see that this is the most likely answer. Okay. And this makes sense. That is difficult to do. Okay. That is difficult to do. It takes a whole lot of education. It takes a whole lot of research. It takes a whole lot of understanding. It takes a whole lot of knowledge. It takes a whole lot of stuff. Okay, you know what's fucking easy? Tylenol did it. Okay, that's what it is. Tylenol did it.
You know what's hard though is to stand up against these companies. It's hard to stand up against big vaccine companies and stand up against these companies is what's hard to do. No one else does that. And for you, Tylenol literally says themselves, don't take it during pregnancy. So whether it causes autism or not, at minimum, you could say, don't take it during pregnancy.
For what
That's
reason?
Not something crazy to say.
For what reason?
I'm not sure. I
no, sir. No.
Sir,
that matters. That matters.
But
don't take
does
during.
It also matter that Tylenol themselves is saying don't take it during.
Does it matter also that?
Matter?
Does it also matter that is the only safe thing according to medicine that freaking reduces the fever within pregnancy, which saves not only literally millions of children, but also millions of women? Does that not also fucking matter?
Yeah, it does matter. But
okay. Well, then maybe RFK saying that maybe kills women and children. How about that?
I mean, I think there's a tolerance of what people can stand, and whether they should take a Tylenol is if they need to take it, then they need to take it. But that still doesn't disprove that it's not good for you during pregnancy. You're acting as if they literally said it, so I don't know why you still want to act as if it's a good thing to take or it's okay to take while pregnancy if Tylenol says it themselves. Isn't anything during pregnancy not necessarily good to take? Like any type of drug or any type of thing you shouldn't be taking during pregnancy? That's what I would say. I mean, you act as if these studies are something special. Like these people they've been bought out. brought up many examples, and they've been sold out. So
All right.
this is
I'm
pretty
going to go
much
ahead and
gambling
read what's
against
on my
Big
screen
Pharma.
for you, okay? Tylenol refutes old post-pregnancy safety debates resurface. The maker of Tylenol is pushing back against resurfaced claims that its popular pain reliever is unsafe for pregnant women. Kenvue, a parent company of Tylenol, issued a statement Thursday after an old and now deleted 2017 social media post resurfaced, suggesting it did not recommend any of its our products while pregnant. The company now says the post, in response to a since-deleted customer tweet, was incomplete and taken out of context. The company's guidance has not changed. Acetaminophen is the safest pain reliever option for pregnant women as needed throughout their entire pregnancy. We recommend pregnant women do not take any over-the-counter medications, including acetaminophen, without talking to their doctor first.
Right. So it sounds like they have to fucking think. Sounds like they have to think about it before they do something like that. Sounds like it's not.
Yeah,
that
if you're
clear
pregnant,
of
you
they
should
take
consult
it.
your doctor, period. Before you take
Right.
anything, ever.
Right. So that's what,
Yeah.
that's what I was saying. Said the same thing, and so did Tylenol.
Yeah.
Said the
Nope.
same thing.
Nope. Not saying the same thing at all. That's cute that you think that we said the same thing.
Well, I mean, I did say that you shouldn't be. It's not good during pregnancy.
You said Tylenol said it's not good during pregnancy. That was literally Tylenol saying the exact opposite of that.
If Tylenol was saying that Tylenol is good during pregnancy, that would be the opposite.
They
then
did.
Probably wouldn't be like
Acetaminophen is the safest pain reliever option for pregnant women as needed throughout their entire pregnancy.
The safest option doesn't mean that it's good for you. That's not the same thing. That's the safest option. That's not good for you. I mean, I don't think that's funny. That's pretty true.
Well, if that's the case, then oxygen is also not the best thing for you. It's just the safest option that you have to breathe.
Right.
It's not.
So
it's not the best for you. Okay, oxygen's not the best for you. Oxygen's not the. Yeah, it's not the best for you, but it is the safest thing for you to take. So, guys, you please consult your doctors. Okay, before using oxygen. All right. That's very important. If you're pregnant, before using oxygen, make sure you consult with your healthcare provider. Okay, we don't want any mishaps. Okay, just because it's the safest option doesn't mean that it's healthy for you.
Right, but I mean, I guess to go with the Trump thing. I mean, he's trying to work out these drug prices. Nobody else is trying to work out these drug prices. It never happened. I don't know if it will happen, but it seems like he's trying. He's got Dr. Oz there trying to do his thing, and it seems like they're working on that. So I don't remember the Biden administration ever trying to work on that.
They literally freaking had insulin costs lowered when they fought freaking Big Pharma. That's a literal thing that happened.
Right. So that's like one thing.
Yeah. But, they literally had insulin costs capped for freaking millions of people in the United States.
Right, but that's one thing. So sure.
But a second ago, there wasn't a single thing. 1 second ago, it was, I don't remember the Biden administration trying to do that. And now all of a sudden it's, the Biden administration did it. But that was only just one. That was only just one thing. Can you please tell me what has been capped under the Trump administration?
Huh?
What has been capped under the Trump administration?
What has been captured?
What's been capped? What drug prices have been capped?
I'm not exactly sure. Obviously nothing.
Gotcha. So that's Biden 1, Trump 0. Perfect. I appreciate that.
Well, it's only been 1 year so far, so he's still got to work on something.
Biden did his within his first year. Trump's actually been in presidency for 5 years now, and he's yet to do one of them.
Yeah, but I don't know if he was running on that policy prior to.
Oh, but it's such a big concern for him, right? These pharmaceutical costs are so, that's why it's so good, because he's just an outsider, right? And he doesn't belong to big pharma. So he can really prioritize. Okay, he can really prioritize lowering drug prices that he has not done at all, 0 times. Okay, but the Biden administration doesn't care about it, even though they did do it. Great.
Right, but you acted.
At one point, do you actually start to realize you're in a cult?
Well, I'm not in a cult because I don't.
I guess not yet.
Affiliate with a political party, to be honest.
I guess not.
I form my own opinions.
No, you don't.
It seems like you're in a cult because you won't give. Why don't you give a compliment of something Trump's done? How about that?
Sweet. I don't really like paper straws. I think they're stupid.
So Trump did something with paper straws?
So you don't even know. I give a compliment. You don't even know what the compliment's about.
Well, no, sorry, I don't like just
Yeah.
like follow every single thing. I'm just trying to see if you're in a call, because the
Yeah.
thing is you're the
So
one trying to fight against a
Donald Trump's
particular
good thing
person.
is got rid of paper straws. Biden's good thing is literally recovered our economy from the largest economic disaster in like 15 years, faster than any industrialized nation on the planet. Donald Trump's has got insulin to freaking millions of people that needed it at a $35 cap. Joe Biden's is the one that actually isolated us from Southeast Asia when it came to chip manufacturing in order to freaking create hundreds of thousands of manufacturing jobs in the United States while also isolating us on national security purpose. But Trump did straws. Woo! Can we just get big W's in the chat for Trump for getting rid of those fucking straws? I think that's what's really important here, okay? This guy wanted to make sure I gave Trump a compliment. So I just want to make sure that we all give huge W's in the chat for Trump for getting rid of those pesky straws that really, they really did get on my nerves. And those are the real things. Donald Trump says affordability is a Democratic hoax, but let's just give him credit for the straws to make this guy feel a whole lot better. Okay.
I don't understand because your studies are kind of like conflicted. Inflation was at an all-time high with Biden. Not all time, but inflation was super high with Biden. Also,
of course it was.
The economy wasn't that great under Biden. You're acting as if it was
great.
It
wasn't.
It's not. Also with Trump, it was better because the stock market was booming and all other things were booming.
We hit record highs for the stock market under the Biden administration. Not only did we hit record highs in the stock market under the Biden administration, sir. Not only did we hit the highs in this record highs in the stock market under Biden, but also Donald Trump specifically came out and said that the stock market is not a judge of the economy. Donald Trump said that.
Well, I would kind of agree. Obviously, the stock market.
Well, then why are we talking about the stock market as a judge of the economy if Donald Trump and you both agree that the stock market is not a judge of the economy?
Well, I mean, it's an indicator. I'm not saying it's the end-all, be-all judge. Like I said, we have inflation. We have other things to also consider.
Yeah. Well, we had a lowering of inflation all the way from 9% all the way down to under 3%, which again was faster than any industrialized nation on the planet. Yep, we had record low unemployment rate. The unemployment rate's back up to 4.6%, which is the highest that it's been in 4 years. Actually, since we shut down for COVID.
Right, but you could also say that this is stuff Trump's dealing with from the Biden administration.
Yes, so from the Biden administration, Donald Trump got handed a low. Guys, got it. So Biden handed Donald Trump a good unemployment rate, but because of that, Trump had to raise the unemployment rate because of Biden. Sir, again, when did you realize you were in a cult?
Oh, well, I don't know. I wouldn't say I'm in a cult.
All right, still not yet. We'll get you there, sir.
Well, I mean, I wouldn't say I'm in a cult because I'd be willing to vote for someone. If someone's in a cult, then they wouldn't have their own opinions. I have my own opinions.
No, you don't.
Things. I do have my own opinions on things.
You think these are your own opinions?
It's insane.
Sir, if Donald Trump could write down like a list of propaganda talking points, you would have hit almost every single one by now. You are literally a freaking Trump talking head. You haven't said one singular opinion that is not, I'm a Trump simp since you have been on this live, which has been honestly incredibly too long. Okay. Almost 50 minutes. You have not said one singular thing on this live that is not a direct Trump talking point, not a singular one. So how about this? Why don't out of the things that I said, right? Because I said a whole bunch, so ignore those. Tell me one good thing you loved about Biden.
One good thing I liked about Biden. Let me think of something. Honestly, I didn't like too much about Biden. I'll be honest.
And Colt. All right. See how easy that was? And Colt. That was so simple.
How can you like someone that's basically not brain
yeah
alive?
See how he asked me to give Trump a compliment on something good that he's done. I did it instantly, didn't even stutter, right? Just immediately immediately
don't
gave
wanna
a
give
compliment on
Biden a
something he did.
compliment, I
Hey,
just
but
can't
the
think of
second I asked
something.
him to do the same about Biden, right, to prove he's not into a cult, then all of a sudden he can't name a singular thing. That's kind of impressive, sir. That's kind of
Well,
impressive.
Biden
The
was not really a
hypocrisy,
president.
the hypocrisy is quite impressive.
Biden was barely there. Like, he was not even there. Like, I don't know what you're trying to say. Like,
Yeah.
Biden was barely
Cold.
alive, to be honest with you. So it's like, what do you want me to, like,
Cold.
I mean, I'm not sure what I'm supposed to agree with Biden. I can't think of something. If I could, I would think of
Cold.
something. It doesn't make sense. I mean, look, I can't be in a cult if I'm over here trying to tell you things about Kamala. I told you things about Trump's first term, how he lost money, and I'm right, and then you're acting like I'm wrong. So it's like every single thing I've said, you act as if it's totally wrong, and then you say everything you say is right. So it's kind of, I'm not sure. It's a little bit biased. Even when I pull up something, you still go ahead and say it's wrong. So, like, it's very, I don't know if I'm in a cult or you're in a cult because you
It's you.
deny anything.
It's you. You're in the cult.
Okay. Well,
You're the one in the
read
cult.
that New York Times article or something that you pulled up. I didn't hear you say anything when you looked it up, so I don't know. Maybe Kamala's history was bad. And you acted as if Kamala got elected, dude. Kamala didn't get elected, so I don't know who's in the
Man,
cult.
are you just are you man? You're really like crashing out now, aren't you?
Get elected.
You're crashing
Yeah,
out
but you're
pretty hard
defending
right now, aren't you?
Okay. You're defending someone that didn't get elected. Like, I don't even know how, like, that's
I'm
even
actually not
possible.
defending
Like,
anyone that get elected. I asked you
yeah,
why you
you're
supported
trying
Trump.
to say that
I
she
didn't
did
ask
get
you.
elected, but she didn't get elected.
She did get elected in the primary in an
No,
open
she
convention.
didn't. The people vote for her, right?
No,
The people are supposed to vote?
no,
The people don't vote for who's going to run for president?
nope.
Oh. Okay, well, that's new to me then, I guess. I didn't know that people didn't vote for stuff.
Well,
I didn't know that's why
there seems like a lot of things you didn't know,
sir,
Sarah. To be completely honest with you,
So, so the people don't elect their primary candidate?
correct.
Why do they have debates then? What are the points of the debates on TV?
To have a debate. What's the point of having these debates?
Well, we're not electing our president. That's not the point of this debate. The point of those debates is to choose who's going to be the best candidate. Isn't that what that is? Like, what are you talking about?
Sir, do you realize that
you're
sir,
saying that people don't elect their candidate? What are you talking about?
I was trying to explain it to you. If you'd stop crashing out like a child, I would have already explained it.
Yeah, dude, go ahead, bro. Like, yeah, I don't understand it.
Yeah, you do realize that parties are private organizations, right? Like the Democratic Party and the Republican Party do not belong to the government, right?
Right.
Right.
Yep.
So they have their own rules and bylaws on how things work. Okay. So when you vote, sir, I swear, if you could swear if you could be quiet, you might actually learn something. I know we wouldn't want that. Okay. Shh.
Okay, go ahead. Tell me.
Okay. I'm trying to. You keep trying to go on diatribes that have nothing to do with it. Okay.
Wow. Go ahead. Dude.
Awesome. Thank you. So if you actually were to look at your at the top of your ballot, right? When you go to vote in a primary, it actually specifically says, well, in most states it does. It actually specifically says that this is not a vote for the candidate. Okay. This is a vote for an elector that will be chosen by who you vote for. Okay. So when you actually vote in a primary, you're not actually voting for a person, you're voting for an elector. The reason for that is that after the person is that all the votes have been tallied, then you get a bunch of electors. Those electors then go to a convention. And then at that convention, those electors actually vote in your primary candidate. That's actually how it works. They're not actually the candidate until that open convention part. Well, Biden, they had the primary. A bunch of people voted for electors, right? To vote for the candidate. Then Biden dropped out, right? So then the rules of the Democratic Party, and let me be also very clear, it's also the rules of the Republican Party, because it's the exact same rules, is if that's happening, that becomes an open convention. Anybody can then join the race. And then the electors are the people that vote in who has actually become the presidential candidate.
So you're cool with that?
It's not whether I'm cool with it or not. Why does it matter whether I'm cool with it? It's a private organization. What,
so
sir? Are you part are you part of the Democratic or the Republican Party?
No.
Then why the fuck do you care? Why do I care if you're cool with what two other private organizations that you're not a part of have the rules on? That's not
Because
my
they're
problem,
if
sir.
they're if
I'm not
they're
a
if you're
sir,
trying to tell us
sir,
they're electing our
sir.
candidate and we're not electing
Sir.
our
I am
candidate,
not
then we
a
should
sir.
both
I
not
am
be
not
cool with it,
sir.
right?
I am neither a Democrat nor am I a Republican. So it is not my job to decide what those two private organizations do. What they do,
Mm,
okay, is up to them and their members. And if their members don't like it, then they advise they do a rule change within their private organizations. Okay. But for
yeah,
me
but the,
to say that both parties that both have the exact same rule are somehow wrong for having that rule, okay, that's just sad. Okay,
well,
so
you
they
want
had
to know
an
the truth
sir.
though?
So according to the rules, they had an open convention in which the electors voted on a presidential candidate. Since again nobody else ran, the electors voted for Kamala Harris. That's that simple. But actually, technically, when you actually voted in the for the primary, you actually voted for an elector that would be chosen by the
Nobody else
Biden
is allowed to run.
by
You
the
can't say no.
Biden Harris administration. So technically, when you voted for those electors, you actually did vote for Harris.
Okay, but let's how about this? Trump was the most popular person when he got elected, right? He was the people that they wanted for that party, right?
I assume
Biden
so. Yeah.
wasn't that person. Biden wasn't that person, right? Wasn't Biden almost in last place on the Super Tuesday prior to his election to be? Didn't what's his name? Pete Buttigieg drop out and a couple other people drop out and then endorse their votes for Biden when Biden was in last place. So if we're talking about
Sir,
that, then it sounds like
this
they're
is this
more
is a
controlled. Sounds
worthless,
like
like
they're
truly
choosing the
worth, sir,
candidates for
this
you.
is a truly worthless conversation. I do
I
not
mean,
care,
no,
sir.
it's not
Stop
worth it
talking,
because
sir,
wait,
sir.
wouldn't you
Stop
have
talking,
wanted to vote? Wait,
sir.
hold on, hold on.
Stop,
No,
stop
because
talking.
wouldn't you have wanted to
Stop
vote for Bernie
talking.
Sanders?
Stop
Wouldn't Bernie
talking.
Sanders have gotten elected?
Stop talking.
Wasn't Bernie Sanders the front runner?
You
But he
don't,
got
sir.
he
Do you
got
not
it stolen
understand
from him two
consent? I
different
know
times.
people on the right have a hard time with consent.
Dude, Bernie Sanders got the election
Stop
stolen from him twice.
talking.
So I don't know
All right,
how
I'll
you
just
want me
mute
to
you.
vote
That's
for a
fine. If you want to act
party
like a
that
child, I'll
steals
treat you
the
like one.
election.
If you want to act like a child, I'll just mute you and treat you like one. I tried to get you to shut the hell up, but you just won't do it. Okay, sir, this is a pointless conversation. Okay, because I don't give a shit about what the Democratic Party and Republican Party do according to their own bylaws in an election that's not fucking happening anymore. Okay, you were the one that is up here supporting a freaking felon. You're the one who's up here supporting somebody who sexually assaults women and brags about it. You're the one who is up here freaking protecting somebody that sexualizes a 10-year-old who sexualized his own daughter and freaking who is best friends with Epstein. Okay, so you're the one that supports all of those things, and I truly, honestly, do not give a flying living fuck about what the bylaws are of the Democratic Party. Okay, so due to that, okay, and I hear you crashing out over there. Okay, you're still muted, by the way. Okay, since you're still crashing out, and I have been on the phone with you for way too long, I am going to get off the phone with you because I am tired of talking to you. So have a wonderful day, okay?
Was Biden?
All right. Again, I don't understand. I know you guys have a problem with consent, okay? When I don't want to talk to you anymore, that means the conversation is over. I've been talking to you for an hour and you're annoying. I've been talking to you for a literal hour. Shh. Jesus Christ. Anyways, y'all, please make sure you hit that follow button, hit that subscribe button if you haven't already. I really, really appreciate you guys. Thank you guys so much for being here. We're about to move on to the next caller. Keep this thing going. Mr. Taipei, thank you so much for the $5 super chat. Oh, if you'd like to support the live, I do have super chats. I do have super stickers. I do have my live gift gold, the little aliens over here. So thank you guys so much. And I do have pay links in the bio. So thank you so much. I really appreciate that. They're all at Polypolitics. Mr. Taipei said other people got the COVID vaccine to save his dumbass. Yeah, 100%. 100%. Dude, RFK is crazy, dude. Like, that takes a literal insane person to literally like follow him. It's crazy. Taro, thank you so much for the $2. Said I'll throw in the golden gate and free. That's funny. Betty, thank you so much. Said broke my arm, went to the doctor and left with autism. That would probably be pretty frustrating. That'd probably be pretty frustrating. Just to be like, man, I came in and I was like, I had a hangnail and all of a sudden I left. Now I got autism. What are you gonna do? Verillion, thank you so much for the 5 gifted. I really, really appreciate that. Thank you so much. Glitcho, thank you so much for the $10 super chat. Said this caller doesn't care about anybody else but himself. I don't know if he cares about himself, to be completely honest with you. Validor, thank you so much for the $2. Said Paulie, cult of facts and logic need to rise up. Yes, my super big facts of wanting data and research. It's absolutely horrible. Great Granny, thank you so much for becoming a member. I really appreciate that. Mr. Watley, thank you so much. Said Trump mishandled COVID. Caller, you moron. Yes, he absolutely was. And Chihuahua, thank you so much for the $5. An annual U.S. wellness industry is 1.8 trillion versus U.S. pharma at 574 billion. Vaccines have a very low profit margin. Who has the bigger profit incentive? Exactly. Absolutely, exactly, Chihuahua. Thank you so much for that $5 super chat. And that was actually an amazing point. So I really do appreciate that. All right, we're going to open up these phone lines, keep this thing going. Having a decent live so far, having some fun. Kayla, thank you so much for the $2 over on Venmo. It said, I'm starting a cult deconstruction therapy. If anybody wants help, I'll look at that. And Dean, thank you so much for the $1. Also said, autism testing is extremely involved process that takes time and costs a lot of money. Yes, it absolutely does. That is 100% true. That is 100% true. Hello.
Hey. Hello.
Hi.
Hey, did I actually get through?
You did. How old are you?
That's crazy. Okay, I'm 34.
You're
I didn't
30.
think I'd get through. Like, I was just about to give up.
Okay, well, you did. Do you still support Trump?
Oh, fuck yeah, dude. Can I swear? Sorry, I don't know if I can do that.
Yeah, I don't care about that, but I would appreciate if you got a little closer to your microphone so we can hear you better.
Hold on. I'm driving. Let me pull. So, if you could just, can you hear me at all? Is it really bad, or how is it?
It just sounds like you're in another room, and it's very annoying for the live. Yeah.
Oh, okay. Would you give me the opportunity to? I will just pull over really quick and grab my headset. It will only take like 10 seconds.
All right, I'll give you 10 seconds. That's fine. That sounds.
I'm really
that
excited.
sounds
Thank
fair.
you.
I'm gonna go ahead and mute you so nobody else has to hear you for a second. While you do that, dude, just go do it. Just go do it. You don't need it. Anyways, y'all, we will be back on again tomorrow night at 7 p.m. I appreciate, or no, not 5 p.m. We're 5:30 p.m. now. I forgot I'm earlier now. I forget my own time. And we will be on all the way through the week. I don't know if we probably won't do debates or anything on Christmas, but I might just come on for a little friendly time. Wish everybody Merry Christmas on Christmas Day. We're talking about doing a little just fun live. What's the reason for the earlier lives now? The reason for the earlier lives now is that I go to work earlier, so I need to get to sleep earlier. So, which means I get off earlier, which means I'm live earlier. That's why. That's pretty much it. So, but yeah, everybody, thank you guys so much for supporting the lives. Again, remember, supporting lives like this does help. I'm not able to talk about things like freaking the Epstein list or, any of these other things because the algorithm doesn't like it. And you guys have seen people being taken down for these things. So, so make sure you guys are supporting the live, hitting that like button, hit that follow button, hit that share button, doing all of those things, supporting the live. If you gift, if you can, those all help to keep the live going. So I really, really do appreciate you guys. Thank you so much. All right, caller, are you there? Caller, are you there?
I'm almost ready. Can you still hear me right now?
I can, yes.
Okay, I'm just trying to make sure that my phone connects to my headset.
Okay. We'll get there eventually, y'all. We'll get there eventually. I thought we were gonna be a little quicker than this, but we'll get there eventually.
All right, I got it.
All right,
I got it.
Awesome. So, do you still support Trump?
You can hear me better now?
I can.
I do.
Awesome. So, why is that?
Well, I like the guy.
Yeah, I'm asking why that is.
I mean, there's just so many reasons. The guy is a pretty impressive dude.
And how is he impressive? Thank you. W's in the chat for everybody who supported, by the way. W's in the chat for everybody who supported.
I would say that it's in how he handles himself, like the way that he's able to basically like make crazy chaotic situations and somehow like find the path forward, especially with so much negativity towards him. We've never seen this kind of negativity towards the president ever from the gate, from the jump. Like no opportunity for him to prove himself at all. It was like so much negativity, and somehow he's able to take all of that and still drive forward. It's pretty amazing.
What are you talking about negativity, sir? He had 4 years to prove himself, and all he did was get millions of people killed and tank our economy.
What do you mean got millions of people killed? He was had the negativity from the jump. Like they tried so hard to like not let him get elected. What are you talking about?
Yeah, that's the job of both political parties, is to make sure that somebody doesn't get elected. That's literally the whole point of an election.
No, that's not what I mean.
Sir,
though.
Donald Trump wasn't some like extra hated person. Donald Trump was a piece of shit. Okay, Donald Trump bragged about sexually.
Okay.
Donald Trump bragged about sexually assaulting women. He'd been sued by freaking over 4,000 times. I think he holds the record for the most times an individual has been sued. The reason why he was sued most of the time was because he would fuck over contractors. He would go to build buildings, have contractors build things, and then he would fuck over those people. He was very well known in New York as being a slumlord and a con man. Okay, he ran on policy that didn't make any sense and had no ability to help the U.S. people whatsoever. He literally was like I said, like best friends with people like Epstein. Okay,
I think that's more of a retelling of his story.
It's not.
Rather than the actual story, because he was very well respected until he ran for president.
Yeah,
So,
and OJ was really well respected until he killed 2 people.
Right.
Bill
but,
Cosby was really
but he
respected.
Didn't kill 2 people. So what are you trying to say?
Bill Cosby was really respected until he started sexually
So
assaulting
you agree?
people.
You agree with me when I say that yes, he was very well respected, and this is a retelling of his story. Like I said,
He wasn't well respected.
So,
he was famous.
Yes, he was.
He was not well respected. He was famous.
Okay, I can see what you're saying there. I guess maybe that's like a quibble or like rhetorically like makes sense, but I mean, no,
again,
like,
sir, he was well known in New York as being a con man. He was not respected in the areas that he was in building buildings and in doing all the things he did, like real estate and all sorts of stuff. He was not respected.
People in New York loved that guy.
They did not. They hated him.
Did you ever see what do you call it? Home Alone 2? People love that shit.
Sir, again, you are confusing being respected to being famous. He was in a movie. That's fine, okay? That does not mean that he was respected. Okay?
Fine.
In
We'll
real estate, it's not agree to disagree, sir. There are literally tens of thousands of testimonials from New York of him fucking over contractors, of him being a shady businessman.
There's testimonials of people that worked for him, that loved him to death, that were like, he was so amazing. Like, he did these things for like,
he was banned
lower class people and all of this stuff. Like, there's testimonials of that too.
Sir, he was banned from running.
There are testimonials of that.
Sir!
So
he was banned from the state of New York from running a charity for defrauding children with cancer. He literally stole money from children with a cancer and was banned from running a charity in New York. You think that freaking New York respects someone who fucking literally fucking steals money from children with cancer?
Well, tell me that story.
Yeah, the Trump organization and him was funneling money from a organization that was going for child cancer research, okay? And he was funneling that money into his own pocket until he got caught, got sent to court, got sued, and lost. It was like $400 million that he had stolen from freaking children with cancer.
That's pretty crazy. If that's true, and if it's really like it's objectively true that he did that, that's pretty crazy. I will give you that. However, isn't that just like what like Hillary Clinton or Bill Gates does? That we just don't like have people like swarming on him about it, but everybody knows. Like
Bill Gates isn't running for president, and Hillary and the Clintons are not good people.
No. I'm just saying, like, isn't it kind of like that though?
Sir, even if it was like that, that's not an equivalency. Okay, that's like you.
What do you mean? Hillary Clinton was running for president at the same time,
and she was a really shitty fucking president.
She's crooked as fuck.
She's not a good person. I don't like Hillary. Sir, you comparing her Donald Trump to Hillary Clinton?
Cool. No. It's cool. I just want to find common ground, like that it's bad. Like, it's bad in both ways. That's all I'm saying. I just want to try and find common ground.
It's not bad in both ways. It's just fucking bad.
Like,
but
what
sir,
else
you're talking about the Hillary Clinton Foundation. We're not even addressing all the other things that happened with Donald Trump, okay? We're not even addressing the fact, again, that he said he had sex in common with his daughter, that he sexualized a 10-year-old, that he's been found in court to freaking sexually assault E. Jean Carroll, that he's a 34 times felon. All of these things happened before he got elected this term. All of those things.
He's a great president.
How?
He's a great president.
How?
Like I said, the way he's able to move things forward, he's got all of this pressure on his back, and yet he's like he stays calm.
What has he moved forward?
What do you like the whole fucking country, dude? Like, what do you mean?
our unemployment rate is higher than it's
Like
been in
what?
4 years. Our freaking inflation rate is still going at the same rate it
Higher
was
than
before.
it's been in 4 years.
Yes.
4 years ago, it was like 2020 and 2021. That's not even possible. You're
Yes.
just making things up. That doesn't make any
No,
sense.
sir. It's at
Unemployment went
4.6%.
skyrocket.
Exactly,
so you can't even
sir.
compare the years
It's
to each other.
skyrocket, sir.
You can't
listen,
even compare the.
sir.
You can't compare the
you
years
do a
to
lot
each
of
other,
talking and
because
not
in
much listening. Do you
2020
know that?
and 2021,
All right.
I'm just trying to get out the rest of my
All right.
thoughts.
You go ahead and get
So
it
you can
off, and then I'll
continue if you'd
correct
like.
you. Okay.
Well, you were saying, okay, so you were saying that the unemployment rate is higher than it's been in 4 years. Maybe I just misunderstood you. Excuse me.
Are you done?
Yes.
Okay, awesome. We shut down for COVID. Okay, everybody lost their jobs, and then when everybody came
Right.
back to work, we have not had an unemployment rate that's high since everyone came back to work. For the entirety of after the government reopened back up, we have not had an unemployment rate that has been this high since everybody came back to work, which was 4
Well-
years ago.
Well, wait a second. Let's pause for a second, because what are we including in those stats? Because I can imagine that with the efforts to deport people and things like that, that would take a hit on the unemployment rate in a sense.
Nope, it's just his economic policy that's literally lost 1 million jobs this year, friggin' almost all of which are within the private sector.
Tell me more about that. What are you talking about?
Sir, tell me more about what, sir?
This is news
sir,
to me.
Sir,
This is
what-
news to me that the
Sir,
employment rate
I-
is higher than it's been
I
since
I
COVID.
can gladly inform you on Donald Trump's horrific tariff policy, how he's bankrupting farmers, how he's doing all sorts of stuff. What is he moving forward? That's my question, okay? We are not safer as a country right now, okay? We don't have a better,
God, yes, we're
hold on,
safer
sir,
as a
hold on, sir. We are not safer as a country. We're not at more peace. The United States is fighting
You
more.
don't think the border
Sir,
being
this
totally
is
closed
this is my
isn't
this is your
safer?
last this is your
No,
last
I'm just curious.
No, sir, you get to ask me questions when I'm finished talking.
Okay.
This is your last chance to let me finish this sentence or I will hang up on you. I'm not joking. Awesome.
Okay.
Thank you. We are not friggin' safer as a country in any way, shape, or form. We are not friggin' closer to our allies. We are literally fighting more wars right now than we were when Donald Trump took
It's
office.
insane.
Our economy is unequivocally worse.
Answering your question.
That's not an answer
and
to
now
my question.
It's down to
What was
about
the-
2%.
What was the unemployment?
So that has moved
what was-
forward
what was
because
the-
inflation is drastically
What was the
lower
inflation rate when
than
Donald
it
Trump took
was.
office?
It was like 9%.
It was 3% when Donald Trump took office.
Bullshit.
You want me to pull it up for you?
You can, but
It was 3%. When Donald Trump took office, it was 3%. And actually, it's now currently 2.7%, which means and that's year over year, which means it's 2.7.
that would be lower.
Sir, that means it's 2.7% more expensive
Okay,
than it was a year ago.
And when was it 9% to when it was 3%? And how long was it climbing and climbing and climbing the entire time Biden was president?
Sir. You're making an argument that we're not having, okay? What has Donald Trump moved forward? Okay, if it was 3% when he took office, and it's 2%.
Well, I was trying to tell you the border.
Listen. It was 3% when he took over.
That's
It's
massive.
it's now currently 2.7% more expensive than it was when he took over. That's not moving us forward. How has he moved us forward?
Well, if it's lower than when he was first president,
not.
and it was really high before he was president. But let me ask you a question. Don't you think that having a secure border is a good thing?
Yes, I absolutely believe having a secure border is a good thing.
That moves things forward towards safety.
No, it doesn't.
Yes? How does that not?
It doesn't move things
What are you
forward. It
talking
actually
about?
takes us backwards. First of all, let me be very, very clear. The border is not
Backwards?
first of all, let me be very clear. The border was not secure. And second of all, let me be even more clear that the border is not now
It
secure.
was not secure. my
You don't want me to actually
father-in-law-
say
my
anything,
father-
do you? You don't actually want me, sir. You don't want me
is
to actually.
border control.
I do not care.
He's border control.
Yeah, and my cousin's an immigrant. I don't care. right? You don't
He lives
actually,
next door to me.
sir. You don't actually want me
So
to.
you just
Sir, I'm all right. I'm gonna go ahead and mute you now because this is ridiculous, sir. I am trying to have a conversation with an adult, and it does not seem in any way, shape, or form that you want to have one. Every single time I say 4 words, you just want to freaking explode out and be a fucking crazy person. Okay. And honestly, if this is what you freaking wasted all this time pulling over for, then you wasted your fucking time. Okay, because I am here to have an actual conversation with an actual adult, with somebody that actually wants to have a conversation. Then please, for the love of God, learn to shut the fuck up.
take a moment
Sir,
to analyze
sir,
it, and you're already like.
I am going
spitting
to
off.
again start my sentence again, and again I'm going to try to finish it this time. I am going to challenge you, okay, to act like we graduated kindergarten and to be quiet long enough for me to get more than 5 words out. Perfect. I appreciate that. Thank you so much. Okay. The border is not secure. What Donald Trump has done, okay, is lowered border encounters and the way that he has done that is by 2 things. One, he has freaking completely shut down almost all legal migration, right? And so we're getting we're letting less border encounters because less people are coming to the border to seek legal migration. And I don't believe that stopping legal migration makes us safer as a country whatsoever. Okay. Second of all, Donald Trump stopped policy that was under the Biden administration that would have added more border patrol, that would have given them more technology, that would have built wall even, that would have allowed for them to protect the border even more clearly. And I think that would have made things more safe, right? But even more importantly than that, I don't believe that Donald Trump's policy as far as his deportations is actually helping America, because what ICE was doing is they were specifically going after people that were committing crimes, that people that could be committing terrorist acts. I believe that those people are the people that we should be concentrating on. And Donald Trump's White House specifically told them to stop going after those criminals, stop going after those terrorists, and start going after people that were here, that were just here, and going after people that are here, that are paying taxes, that are trying to go through the system legally, that are trying to go through the immigration system, because Donald Trump is using those types of systems in order to deport people. Stopping those people does not make us more safe. Actually, it takes people away, right, that could be doing actual real things that actually freaking help us, right? Like if you look at things like the person that, they attacked the National Guardsman. He was a migrant that possibly freaking our law enforcement agencies could have been watching, but instead they're taking away people that have been living here peacefully.
Okay, so I don't believe that's true, because I believe that the priority is criminals, and everybody whined about that a lot. And the redirect of focus is more so like, hey, we're not only going to deport criminals, because everybody that's here illegally is a criminal if they came here illegally, right? So they're focusing on criminals and people that have records or have like their suspicion of records and things like that. All of that stuff, that's the primary focus, because that's sane. Right?
But it's not.
But also not to conflate things and be like, well, hey, because everybody's like, oh, blah, 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 you're only going after criminals. And it's like, no, well, if you're here illegally, you're also subject to deportation.
Sir, the priority is not criminals. That is what I'm complaining about. First of all, nobody in the United States, Democrat, Republican, left, right, in the center, nobody. You see how I got 5 words out again and he started talking? Thank you. Again, nobody complained about it just being criminals. And no, I was not complaining when we were going after criminals.
Nobody complained about it.
Sir, people complain about everything. I'm complaining about how fucking immature you are. Okay? Does that change anything right now?
We have Antifa.
Does that change
anything?
anything?
Setting up shop all summer.
Setting up shop. Where's the shop then?
What are you talking about? Where's the shop?
If Antifa's setting up shop, where's the shop?
All summer.
Yeah, where's the shop?
All summer.
Yeah, where's
and nobody
the shop
was
then?
like, oh, they need to go home. They need to learn how to protest legally.
Sir.
Nobody said that.
Sir, I want to know where the shop is.
What are you talking about? Like, I'm talking about, like...
Where can I find an Antifa meeting? Where's their headquarters? Who's their leader?
Where they do not stop protesting in these illegal ways for months and months and months. That's what I'm talking about.
Yeah, awesome. I'm just asking you a simple question, sir. You're saying they're
Blocking
setting up
cars
shop.
and stuff.
I'm asking. You're saying they're
cool?
setting up shop. I'm just wondering where the shop is.
I'm asking you if you thought that was cool.
Who's the leader? Sir, I've asked you 3 different questions that you've just ignored. You think I'm answering a question?
And I'm asking you
sir,
a question.
You think you're going to answer? You think I'm going to answer a question from you after you just ignored the last 3 of mine?
You're asking me a barrage of questions, and when I ask you something,
this is very simple. Where
it's a
is
nice
Antifa located? And who is
No,
their
that's not
leader?
the point. You know that there are people protesting illegally all over the
You
country.
mean like the January
all
January
summer
6ers?
long, that were blocking cars, blocking
Like the
streets,
January 6ers, you mean?
hanging out in front. Hey, no, see, you're redirecting
The people who tried
focus again.
to hang
You
the vice
won't
president, those
address
people?
what I'm saying.
Sir, you're ignoring what I'm
Is
saying.
this how you
and
do
here's
it?
what's going to happen
Is
because
this how
I have
you do it?
sir,
If you redirect
sir,
focus
hey,
and you
listen,
don't talk about the
listen,
actual thing
Listen, sir.
that is undeniable,
Sir.
something that occurred,
Final chance.
let's talk about something else.
Final chance. Okay. I'm having a real good day. Chargers whoop the shit out of people. Broncos just fucking lost. It's a real good fucking day. Okay. And I actually had a very decent conversation with the person before you.
Continue
okay?
to have a good day.
Yeah. I think that you are an ignorant fool. Okay. right.
Okay.
And
so saying that
and
our
if you
people
talk
that
while
were
I'm talking
protesting
again,
in
I am
illegal
hanging up the
ways
phone.
all over summer.
You understand what?
Just
Did you hear what
answer
I
that
said?
question.
Did you hear what I said? If you talk while I'm talking again, I am hanging up the phone and moving on to somebody else because I am not going to waste my time or the listeners' time listening to your bullshit anymore. Okay? Final
It's
chance.
not bullshit. You won't address what.
All right. I said final chance. Okay? I tried there. All right. I really do want to know where Antifa has set up shop, though. I really would like to know that. I really would like to know that because apparently I've been missing some meetings. Oh my goodness. Anyways, Kayla, thank you so much. Oh, I already saw Kayla. Kayla, thank you again. I appreciate that. And Dean, thank you so much for the dollar over on Venmo. I appreciate that. I said, ask Color why citizenship ceremonies were canceled and people were being pulled out of line after going. I can't read the last part. After going through the process. Yeah, that happened in like multiple places where literally people go in their final citizenship hearing, going through the entire system legally, are being pulled out of lines and deported by the Trump administration for doing things the right way. Really, really sad. Great Granny, thank you so much for the oh dear. I really appreciate that. CJ, thank you so much for the $10 super chat. Said, mind you, he pulled over to get his headset to do this just to get dog walked. I literally stopped his day. Right? In order for him to just come up and get dog walked and sound like a straight fool. Isn't that wild? That's crazy. Yo, please make sure you hit that follow button, hit that subscribe button if you haven't already. I really, really appreciate you guys. Thank you so much. Luis, thank you so much for the $20 super chat. Said this MAGA caller should stop reading Fox News headlines and start look at other sources or any source, or should read. He should read anything. Maybe he can't. Maybe that's on me. Maybe he can't. All right. I don't know. I can't tell you. Bobby, thank you so much for the $5. Says, ask the caller where our 5K Doge checks are. Yeah, I got nothing on that one. I'm still waiting on my Doge check, and I'm waiting on my tariff check. I believe I should be getting a Doge check and a tariff check someday soon. I'm not sure. Thank you so much, Bobby. Mr. Watley said they never say Nazis setting up shop ever. Yeah, apparently, like, that's okay, right? We can't be worried about what the neo-Nazis are doing, right? We got to be much more worried about freaking Antifa that may or may not exist. By the way, just to let you know, if your number one enemy of your movement is the people that are anti-fascist, maybe you should rethink your position. Just throwing that out there. Tariq, thank you so much for the $2. I appreciate that. And for Rillian, thank you so much for the $5. Said, I'm still wearing my Antifa 2021 shirt. Where's the shop? I need next year's merch. I should release some new Antifa merch. I really should. That'd be fun. That'd be fun. All right. Let's see who we got over here. Maybe we'll move on to one more caller. I was going to cut it off here, but we'll see. Maybe I'll try one more. No, actually, I'm good. I'm going to call it quits. I'm tired. I'm going to be back on tomorrow night at 5:30 p.m. Central. So I'll see you guys then, but I'm going to get off the night. I'm tired. Broncos just lost. I'm chilling. I'm happy. Y'all, please again, make sure you hit that follow button, hit that subscribe button. See you guys tomorrow. Bolt up, baby. Love you guys.